How do I explain this? Okay. Here we go again. Another robot movie about a girl who's a robot. This is Iris, aka Pookietron 6000. She's dreaming about the first time she ever met her boyfriend Josh. It was a little meet cute love at first sight cliche at a grocery store. You know how that goes. When Iris wakes up from her dream, her and Josh are pulling up to a secluded cabin on a lake that the couple and some friends will be staying at for the weekend. As they're walking to the cabin, Iris starts to have a nervous breakdown because she feels like she might embarrass herself in front of Josh's friends.
I just don't want to screw everything up.
Come on, Beep Boop, you're not going to screw everything up.
The fact that Iris doesn't know she's a robot and this man nicknamed her Beep Boop, like he just playing in her face at this point. After some reassurance from Josh, Iris calms down and they're greeted at the door by Josh's friend Kat. They go inside and find Patrick and Eli in the kitchen.
There he is, Joshy boy, Joshy boy.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm drunk.
Judging by how you greeted Josh and the fishnet shirt you got on, I thought you were going to say something else that's completely obvious. After some small talk with Eli, they're greeted by Dr. Disrespect. Man, he let himself go. Messing with little kids will do that to you. This is Sergey, Kat's boyfriend, and he also owns the huge cabin everyone is staying in and all the land around the lake. To make it simple, Sergey's rich as fuck. Iris meets Sergey for the first time. Sergey says he's heard a lot about her and then immediately starts to eye fuck her. Iris takes a shower, and later at dinner, Patrick tells the story of how he met and fell in love with Eli.
Yes, you did.
Well, when did you know?
No, what?
That he was the one.
I deadass thought she was gonna say, how did you know he was gay? Sergey talks to Patrick about how he made his money, which he says he made by quote unquote getting his hands dirty, and then he uses this foreshadowing ass corkscrew.
It's a very dirty business.
Kat talks to Iris and reveals that she is just a side chick to Sergey. She seems content with it. She even met his wife. The group has a dance party that was obviously started by the Sugar Boys, and Iris starts acting a little jealous when she sees Kat and Josh conversate. And then Josh gives Iris and any poor soul who watches this movie some love. The next morning, Josh and Iris plan to go down to the lake, but Josh stays behind because he feels hungover. So Iris goes to the lake alone, and Sergey joins her shortly after. Sergey does some creep shit with suntan lotion and tries to force himself on Iris, but she doesn't want any part of it. After being denied, Sergey attacks Iris, and the two scuffle for a bit before Iris ends up killing Sergey with a pocket knife she found in Josh's bag. Iris tells the rest of the group what happened, and everyone starts to panic, but Josh just puts Iris into rest mode. They tie Iris to a chair, and when Josh wakes Iris back up, he decides to finally tell Iris that she is a robot.
You're joking, right? This is just a sick.
Iris, what's the weather?
It's currently 72 degrees with an 83% chance of rain in the evening.
They never actually met in a store. It was just a simulation to establish a love connection. In reality, she was ordered, dropped off at Josh's house, and set up like a Roku TV from Amazon. All her feelings and emotions are just programming. How much do y'all think she costs? Like, on a scale from AirPod Max to Samsung refrigerator? Let me know in the comments. While Josh is explaining all this to Iris, Kat gets mad at him and tells him to just shut her down. Iris starts to panic when she hears this, and instead of Josh putting her in rest mode again, he decides to leave the room to talk to Kat, giving Iris the chance to escape, which Iris does in the loudest way possible. Like, they didn't hear any of this going on from the other room. Josh comes back. He finds Iris cutting her binds with the pocket knife, and before he can tell her to go to sleep, she pops him in his windpipe like Ip Man. She grabs Josh's phone and escapes out the back, while Patrick and Eli, well, just Eli, is unaware. Man, I would have been like, hey, she's right there! Instead of trying to find Iris as soon as possible, Josh feels it's time to tell everyone something else about Iris.
Did you jailbreak your sex bot?
Yeah, he modded her programming and messed with her settings so that she is more aggressive and can hurt people, not in her factory programming. Now you might be asking, why would Josh do such a thing to his Alexa love bot? Well, so she could kill Sergey, of course, you know? So they could blame his murder on Iris malfunctioning and steal the $12 million out of Sergey's safe while no one's looking. Duh. Yep. Sounds just as stupid when I say it out loud. Eli and Patrick were not aware of this plan that Josh and Kat cooked up, but when they're offered a cut, they instantly agree to the plan. Or almost instantly. Josh offers a three-way cut between him, Kat, Patrick, and Eli, but obviously that math ain't mathin'. Turns out Patrick is a robot too, and Josh doesn't want to give him his own cut.
Sleep.
What the fuck, dude?
No, you what the fuck? Apparently, Diddy droids are just a dime a dozen in this movie. After some convincing from Kat, Eli agrees and takes the gun from Sergei's safe.
Fine.
Imagine saying fine to $4 million fucking dollars. Like, fine is for when someone asks how you're doing, or when the waiter asks if Pepsi's okay.
I'll take a Coke. Pepsi okay?
Hell no! This place sucks, you whore!
Not when someone offers you six figures. Now that they've talked about who gets how much of Sergei's money, the group is left with one task that could make or break this plan: finding a robot with access to its Wii customization menu.
Hello?
I'm not gonna lie, if I was a robot and I figured out how to get to my settings, I'd be doing the same shit. After Iris gives herself a bump in intelligence, she thinks through a way to escape the situation by using Josh's phone to unlock his car and driving herself home. On her way back towards the cabin, Iris almost gets spotted by Eli and Patrick. Patrick confesses to Eli that he figured out he was a robot over the years, but Patrick says he still loves Eli and describes his passionate feelings for him the way ChatGPT would if given the same prompt.
What does it feel like? It feels like pain. Like the inside of my body is on fire, and it's angry and violent and bright.
I hope he kept the receipt for this motherfucker. Josh's phone goes off in Iris's pocket, revealing her location, and Eli shoots at her and chases her down a hill. And after a struggle with the gun, Iris shoots Eli, killing him on the spot. After that, Iris makes a break for the car back at the cabin, with Josh not too far behind. She shuts Josh's hand in the door and tries to get the car moving, to no avail, due to its need for Josh's voice activation. So she opens her settings on the phone to change her voice and make it sound similar to Josh.
Drive home. Drive home. Drive home.
Voice ID
Drive.
not recognized.
Drive.
This is what drunk Tesla owners sound like in the Hooters parking lot at 1 a.m. Iris gets the car to drive and runs over Josh's foot as she makes her escape. But Josh finds Sergei's phone and uses it to report the car is missing. So the car shuts off and locks Iris inside. Kat and Josh find an unresponsive Patrick sitting with Eli's body, and at this point Josh is getting desperate. So he resets Patrick to make himself the new owner. After establishing a love link and modding Patrick's aggression settings, Josh turns Patrick into the Terminator. Well, the Terminator if he went to college and majored in performing arts or glass blowing or something. Iris kicks her way out of the car, but right before she can keep moving, a cop drives by, and from his perspective, all this looks pretty suspect. Iris changes her language settings to German, so when the cop speaks to her, she's all like,
Guten Abend.
Let's see. Sprechen the English?
Aber meine Spracheinstellung ist zurzeit auf Deutsch eingestellt, weil ich nicht lügen kann.
That's a big fat no then. Where are you coming from?
this movie's so stupid. The cop gets wise and spots the bloody knife in the cars, so he draws his gun and arrests Iris. But luckily, Patrick comes to defuse the situation.
Shoot! I don't.
Damn! Patrick shuts Iris down and stuffs both her and the tenderized bacon boy in the trunk to bring them back to the cabin. After seeing the dead cop Patrick brought back, Kat has had enough and tries to leave with her share of the money. Josh tells Patrick to stop her, so Patrick casually sticks a knife in her back, and Kat takes a seat on the couch to pass away. Iris wakes up to a lovely dinner for two.
It's perfect.
I swear, the foreshadowing gets stronger and stronger every time they use this corkscrew. Josh blames Iris for everything going sideways and just says some straight up bullshit.
This is all me. This is you.
No! You don't get to do that! The world, everything, it's just a big fucking game. And I'm sorry, but it is rigged against people like me.
Straight white males? I don't get it. I'm lost here. I guess Iris agrees with Josh's statement though.
You're right. I know that you always need to be in control. I know that you have a below average sized penis.
Josh is in his feelings after being roasted like that, so he decides to roast Iris back. Literally, he resets Iris' factory settings and forces her to hold her hand over a candle until her arm catches on fire, and then he gives her a gun and makes her blow her gizmos out. After that, some IT guys show up to collect Iris' body, and Josh caps his ass off about everything that went down. But the IT guys explain they'll just look through Iris' memory because the robots record everything they see and hear and store it in their stomachs. Josh understandably shits his pants, and when the techies leave, he orders a two-piece special from Patrick the Eradicator, who's all geared up in the cop's uniform. Meanwhile, Iris gets a second chance because IT came in clutch and picked up her reboot card. Right before Patrick knocks off the other IT guy, Iris, equipped with a taser that apparently has a dubstep setting, she reminds Patrick about Eli and the love that they shared for each other, causing Patrick to deep throat the taser. The remaining IT guy thanks Iris for saving his life and in return gives her total self-control over all her settings. Iris goes back to the cabin to end things once and for all. She pulls a strap on Josh and he's as calm as can be.
Teddy changed my settings. I can kill you now.
I know that you can, but you won't.
Did this nigga just no balls a robot? Josh gets the upper hand on Iris because she has too big of a heart, or motherboard, no, battery. Right before Josh shoots Iris in her memory, she finally uses the corkscrew for what it was meant for. Type shit. Iris takes a shower and tears off her fake skin, revealing her T-800 ass hand, and drives away in a random midlife crisis Mustang. What movie should I do next? Give a suggestion in the comments below.